The India International Conference on Democracy and Election Management. We are joined here at the dais by respected Director General IIIDM Rakesh Verma sir, Director General Media ICI Ashish Goyal sir, and Director Training Shubhra Saxena madam. The proceedings of the today's curtain raiser conference is we'll first have a introductory remarks from Director General sir, IIIDM, and then we'll have a logo launch and a curtain raiser of the event of the conference, which is to happen later this month. Without anything further, I'll hand it over to Director sir for his inaugural comments.
Good morning to all. Good morning to all. I welcome you this morning for the curtain raiser press conference of the India International Conference on Democracy and Election Management, which will be held in the third week of January this month. And I'll not be giving more details about that. With us we have DG IIIDM, Shri Rakesh Verma ji, who will be briefing you about the entire conference. And Shubhra Saxena ji from the Election Commission of India is with us. She is handling the International Cooperation Division also for Election Commission of India. So I would request DG sir to please start with this presentation.
Thank you, Ashish, and I extend a very warm welcome to all our media friends. We have this briefing on India International Conference on Democracy and Election Management. Next slide, please. So, since many of you would be visiting us for the first time, just a brief introduction to IIIDM. It's an institute set up by Election Commission of India, and our main mandate is the national programs where we train our workforce, all election officials from Chief Electoral Officer to Returning Officer to laying guidelines for everyone. We also do global programs, so we train and capacity building programs for election management bodies across the world. We also do research and knowledge development in the field of democracy and election management, and then promotion and advocacy of the good practices, the best practices in election management. So these are broadly our core functions of IIIDM, and we support Election Commission of India in this training and capacity building. Next, please. Coming to the conference, this is the conference broad structure. We are organizing this conference under the overall aegis of Election Commission of India in partnership with International IDEA. As you all might be aware, International IDEA is an intergovernmental organization which has 35 members, 2 observer states, and India is the chair of International IDEA for 2026. This conference is for 3 days, from January 21st to 23rd, and it's being organized at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. Next, please. So this conference will act as a platform for, number one, is the international cooperation amongst election management bodies. Much like any other domain, any other area, election management bodies also need to learn from each other, share their best practices. So that is the primary objective, to provide a platform for international cooperation amongst the election management bodies. The second is, most of the election bodies face similar challenges, so how do we develop a common and shared vision for the challenges that are being faced and evolve solutions. Third is sharing best practices and innovation. Each election management body is also working towards addressing those challenges and co-creating solutions, because if you pool together our experiences and our expertise, we find better solutions. So these are the primary, the 4 objectives what the conference is, prepared for. Next. Then our chairship theme for International IDEA is Democracy for Inclusive, Peaceful, Resilient and Sustainable World. And this conference also adopts the same theme. And as part of the theme, we have 2 broad thematic pillars. One is reimagining democracy for the future. The second pillar is independent and professional election management bodies for sustainable democracy. So under these two thematic pillars, we will organize various sessions, discussions, and deliberations in the conference. Next, please. Overall conference is broadly into two parts. One is the general plenary sessions, and the second are the thematic sessions. So in the general plenary sessions, there will be an inaugural session. There will be EMB leaders plenary, all the heads of EMBs who are coming. We will have one leaders plenary with our Election Commission of India. EMB working group meeting where we will have more detailed, deliberations on methodology of our work, how do we work together. Launch of ECI Net, that's been one integrated technology platform which can be useful to various other election management bodies also. So we are planning to showcase that to the audience. On the thematic side, we have 7 sessions on cross-cutting global themes, like artificial intelligence and election, training and capacity building. Then we have 11 sessions on model international electoral standards. We are trying to develop, based on our experiences, model standards for election management bodies. And then best practices and innovations. There will be 25 sessions around discussions and deliberations on best practices and innovations. Next. Speakers and participants, so we have election management bodies, the heads and the senior officials will be participating. Representatives of International IDEA will be participating, and we are inviting some other international organizations also. The experienced electoral practitioners, all our chief electoral officers, their additional chief electoral officers and people from ECI headquarters, those who have been conducting elections and have tremendous election experience. We are also trying to invite and involve our institutions of national importance. So we've invited IITs, IIMs, NLMUs, IIMCs, and other reputed universities. So these are broadly, the speakers will be drawn from this, and they will also be part of the audience for the conference. Next, please. So far, we have around, as we speak, there are 44 election management bodies which have confirmed their participation. There could be close to 100 international delegates. We are also inviting the foreign missions based in India. Some of the countries who have not been able to send their election management bodies, they will be represented by the foreign missions here. Like I said, some of the IITs, IIMs, and LUs have also, this is the number as we speak. We still have 2 weeks, so I'm sure there will be much bigger participation. All our chief electoral officers are very closely involved because they bring extensive experience in conducting the election. So there are 36 thematic groups which will be led by chief electoral officers, and they will be the core activity of this conference. We've also identified national and international academic experts who have expertise in election management, and we would involve them in the conference. Next. Just to get little more into the sessions, so these are the kind of sessions you see on model international electoral standards. And we have one of the chief electoral officer who's been assigned the theme, so he'll be kind of coordinating this session. He will be putting together the session. So these are 11 sessions on different model international electoral standards which will be discussed during the conference. Next. Then the best practices and innovations, again there are 25 sessions, and we have allotted each session to one chief electoral officer so that he kind of moderates the session and conducts the session. There will be other speakers, there will be other experts who will be sharing their thoughts, experiences and insights. So these are again around different electoral processes. We have these different sessions. Next. So in all, about 25 sessions that we have around best practices and innovation in the electoral processes. Next. So that is the brief about our conference. Today we are also launching our logo for the conference, and it will be unveiled just now. We can probably now move to the logo. Launch, yes.
आप देख 99 राष्ट्र सबसे पहले।